I just sat down in the chair and forgot to press my my transition button. Yeah. My transition button that makes my webcam and gameplay feed come on. Hang on, we gotta lower that and fix that a bit. Also, I might be all sweaty and my hair might be all messy. Oh, that's not that bad. I'm just a kind of mildly orange complexion, which is better than I think we can hope for to some certain extent. We are playing Metal Gear Acid, which I select with the D-pad. Correct? Yeah, there we go. We don't want to take you for a ride anymore, so I gotta get rid of that. Okay, now I think we're capturing video. Audio was coming through for sure. Yeah. Now, let me refresh myself. Do I want to continue or load game or save state? I think I actually want to save state. Yeah, Teleco's still with us. I definitely want to save state. Oh god, I hope I don't press the wrong button. Okay, now map select is going to send us to Ebro Tower, which is good. Kind of notice a bit of a double entendre tower. But why is this not the first one on the list? When I boot the game normally without a save state, BRCO26 is the first one on the list. The harmony between save states and regular ordinary saves is a bit disharmonious here. Anyways, little sports gloss. Heck, I'm caked up. I just got out of the shower. Was going on. Last minute shower right before the stream started. So anyways, the context of that interview is that it's a TV show where Japanese news companies interview foreign tourists and Japanese comedians laugh at them later on after the fact when it's edited. And I was toying with the idea of replaying through one of these levels to try and see how much different it looks when you understand the game mechanics versus not. But anyways, the reason why they think it's so funny is because every single person on the TV show that they're always interviewing is always going to Mount Fuji. Bowl cut tubby guy is a vibe. I don't know if we have a bowl cut. I mean, there's some certain kind of parting going on. But yeah, it's a laugh riot because just about everyone waiting in line for the bus that day was going to Mount Fuji, so more and more people answered the question with Mount Fuji, the funnier it got. Track down Clown and retake Pythagoras. Alright! Yeah, how could I possibly get confused about what they were asking for there? Oh no, they're playing the climatic music. Weirdly climatic for how uneventful things are. Okay, so one weird thing about this game I never really think I figured out well. Actually, let's just go ahead and prepare for it now with the cardboard box. Is, being able to safely enter new rooms somehow is something that always seemed a little unintuitive. Like in the Metal Gear Solid games, you have your Soliton radar, and beyond that, you also have like some peeking controls that help you look between the cracks and really try and make sure that you can see what you can see before exposing yourself to bad guys. What in the world is that texture? What is this texture? This is surprising. So we're in a board game world? Dream Town. Alright. Where the hell am I? A 3D chess? No. Mine detector. I mean, removal is like riding a bike! So that's Teleco? Right. Hey Kane, it's a what even is this game? It's a launch title. That explains a lot. Oh right, everyone has bullet dodge magic. He had evade front equipped. Okay, so I want to be healing, which means I need to take the box off. I don't think there's a way to do that elegantly. I want to crawl because of the landmines. In the cutscene, they said there were landmines. Oh, look, the boss is right there. This is interesting. Squares are color-coded. Let's see if I'm too colorblind for it. We got green, red, blue, and yellow. And then I guess the backdrop is orange, but to my eyes, it kind of looks like the background is a different shade of yellow that the yellow squares are using. But the white outlines help keep things coherent enough. In any case, I need to unequip this box. And that's... Hey, actually, that is doable. Oh, 13. I have 13 clocks in my head. Okay, it's gonna be forever before I get another turn, but at least I know what's happening a little bit better. Okay, so the green square is a landmine. And before we go anywhere, we have to use a turn, or use a card, to crawl. Mine! This music is from an era when the Sega DNA was still... Okay, let's see what this purple square does. Is this blue? I think it's blue. God, my eyes are fucked. This music is from when Konami was still engaged with its Sega Fiesta remnants. Okay, so the red might heal you good. Actually, I quite like the idea of keeping those cards in my hand. What did that do? So I guess you have to stop on the color-coded square in order to get the specific bonuses they might offer. Why did she betray us? What's Pythagoras? Okay, so Pythagoras is a secret weapon project to clone people. I think. She betrayed us because she's secretly working for the... I forgot. I just forgot. I actually need to be using these movement cards as much as I hate it, because I would be wasting my play 3 cards card otherwise. Unfortunately, that means I'm gonna be, burning through more useful cards in the meanwhile. Jeez. That hit really hard. Oh man, I can't play the shotgun, are you serious? Why not? Oh, equipment removed, I guess? Well... I gotta go. I don't think I got this one. I should probably not have these uniforms equipped. I don't know what to do. If I stand up, I might be more exposed to gunfire. But I think the amount of clocks in our boxes mean I'm still gonna be going next anyway. Let's see. Hey! Oh, I picked the wrong thing. Okay, we're gonna go back this way because I cleared the mines out this way. I'm not gonna be stumbling into anything unknown while waiting for the cards to give me a revive card, and I'm still gonna be going next turn. Grenading her would have been more effective, but I don't know when the grenade goes off. It's complicated. Do I want to stand on the red square while I have 11 HP? Yeah, no. Do I want to give up the sword? No. Okay, I guess it gives you a card. The colored squares. Let's try blue before red. Feel a little safer. Okay, what does this do? Some kind of hibernation. So blue heals you? Oh, it defends you. Okay, let's not use short-term memory. Let's write this down. Where's my notepad? Blue equals def. Okay, I'll do that. Ah! Alright. So let me edit my deck and get the disguises out of there, because we don't need them this mission now that we know. How are you supposed to prepare for this stuff? Got 35, still 300 points. I think there is something to be gained from going back to replay levels, but we're gonna try that one more time. I want to say whip. Wait, what am I low on? Foot support. I want 2 support cards. Okay. Are we... Yeah, I think we're organized by category now. Cost -4 is good. I thought I had one. Front evade might be good. Will it? I don't know if it will be. Body armor might be useful. Mine detector might be useful. Right! Yeah, he even said in the tutorial that there should be a mine detector card in my deck somewhere. Alright, let's do that again. Is there a way to level up? Teleco shot you to 1/3 HP with 1 burst. I think I should have had different equipment before. It's not a level up thing, it's an equip thing. Let's see if I can still hold on to my turn after the next cutscene. Text react sized. Oh, now I have to sacrifice a weapon for this thing. I guess the shotgun's more situational. Alright, let's see if we get to keep our turn after the cutscene. We should still be able to play one more card and we'll use it to crawl. This is what happens when you step in Pacific Avenue with the hotel. Hey, I did get to keep my turn. Oh, and we have the mine detector just showing us exposing the surprises nice and early ahead of time. Well, that's gonna make a big difference, actually. You know what? We should make a save state. Alright, now what did green do? He just got right back up. Sorry, Eddie. I didn't mean to drop my notepad on you. Your reaction speed. Increased hit rate. Okay. Increased accuracy. Let's call it that. No, you should get back down. Assume this is a fair chunk through the game, yes. Okay, the blue's gonna increase my defense. Also, one of the reasons I'm not worried about whether or not I missed out on some kind of level up system is because this is technically a boss battle, so making a stupid move and getting punished one of only 3 ways you can afford to take a punishment seems really reasonable. Where is she? Where is she? Refresh your hand. Refresh your hand? Oh! They mean like shuffle a new hand of cards. Do they? Let's see what happens to my hand. Let's see if my hand gets refreshed. Does that mean that you get 5 cards if you just don't have? Oh, yeah, I think I lost, equals cards. I will leave space on my notepad open for further clarification on that. Blue, green, yellow. The red square had a mine on it last time I checked. So. Also, do I get these mines back? Can I... Oh, 3. It costs 3 points. Blue increases defense, and it also lowers cost. Interesting. There's cost. I definitely want to keep that ration on hand. Town. So This game is weird. It looks weird and it feels weird, and I think it's because of it being a launch title and that having something to do with a lot of recycled assets coming through, or like unfinished assets. A sort of unfinished, visually dissonant quality is at play here. What does yellow do? Brushes my hand. What does green do? What is green, right? Yeah. What does green do? Increases accuracy. Maybe I need a hand refresh more? Nah. I just need more claymores to leave behind my trail. Blue increases defense and lowers cost. Oh, it'll be good to begin my next turn with lower cost. Can I throw grenades up? I'm gonna follow that up with some. Up. Dun, dun. Oh, I can throw it to the left. Okay, that is interesting. Yeah, so it seems like there is some kind of overhead arc going on. If he can make that, I hope he can make the throw I want him to make, but it would cost too many movement points, I think. Active effect 3x3 detonates upon hit. Yeah, but it doesn't... 3. So if I rotate 90 degrees to the left, yeah, I think I should be able to make it, but I just... Ooh, Claymore. Let me go ahead and put that down right now, actually. Because that is one of my 2 moves I'm allowed. And red... I don't know. But I'm ready to fight when I get to that red one, so... Seems like they give you good combat buffs. Increases attack. You gotta have faith. Well, how functionally different is that going to be from the greens, which increase accuracy? She's destroying her own mines, I think. It's costing her a lot. Left. Yeah, I can. Okay, so that grenade's gonna add 7. Hey, I should probably use this right now. I think we're good. The grenade's gonna blow up, then she gets her turn. Yeah! Oh wow, that's gonna take a lot of grenades. Oh, the grenade's gonna blow up, then I get my turn. And I know that I'll basically be... So this is gonna be useful. Okay, when I throw a grenade, can I throw it behind me? No, I have to be facing. Got that. Because we can keep throwing grenades at her. Oh, she'll run away from this one. Which means I could use it to cover to cover an area. Yeah, so now she's gonna get up and she's gonna run away from the grenade. Wait. Oh, come on! It's never what I expect. Actually, I just managed to do one cool. It was like how it to turn out to be. So it happens the way I expect it to happen only once. So she has a lot of clocks. She has more clocks than the grenade does. The grenade gets 8 clocks. I need to know that ahead of time. That means the grenade's gonna blow up right on her face. Yeah, that did not do a lot of damage though. Okay, which one of these? Green improves accuracy. I don't know if I'll... Yellow refreshes your card. Blue increases defense and lowers cost. Maybe the lower cost might be used. I want to shoot her. I can choose between yellow and green, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to get a shot off at green anyway, so yellow refreshes my cards. None of these are very useful. I think the most useless one will be the sword for now. It's 15 clocks. $562 life points? Jesus Louises. Okay, at least I got her down to half. I wanted to keep those, claymores on me, though. But yellow, what am I saying? Yellow, refreshes your hand in the sense that it makes all your cards go away and replaces them with different cards. You know what? I don't know if I want to be moving. I want to be diarrheaing. People dunk on Hawk Coldman and Skullface since they expect better from Kojimbo himself. But Roger, Alice, and Clown aren't exactly blowing me away with their inventive names. You know what? Let's do it. Let's shoot her again. We did good damage last time, and we're in a advantageous position. Ah! No! God, that fucking hurts. So yeah, you know, you like a gun, you select the gun from your menu, you press the selection button twice to confirm how much you like it, and it doesn't shoot the gun, it replaces one of your two. Okay, let's go! What even is the point of life anymore? At least we can get away safely. Oh, thank God, we didn't hit any mine yet. Okay, now I think I want to wait on her. I don't think it's putting that mine in an inventory or anything for me. Blue increases defense, lowers. Just go away. I know that I've cleared the, what is this? The southwest, it looks like. Let's go back to this. In the lower right. Southwest of the map has been cleared of mine. Rest relatively assured. Yeah, if she attacks me, I'll get a strong counter attack, right? Target, though, I gotta wait on her. I think I'm doing. Oh, maybe I should have crawled. Maybe I get some kind of accuracy boost or something from crawling. No area! No! Don't be doing this. What do you... No area for the AK. Ugh, I think I just replaced something with it. No area. Never mind. I did the right thing with it. Which is still a useless thing. Crawling again because we're laying mines over here earlier. I guess she has mine detector on all the time. Yeah, I want to attack her. Okay, so I'm hoping to stand up, shoot her, and then get away. What is the range on these? Blocks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I guess we will stand up here, fire a burst at her, and then retreat back the way we came, because ending the turn on the red square will be good. I did pick stand, right? I also have some useful cost-cutting cards. This thing has the headshot bonus equipped, right? I don't think it does anymore. Huh. Attack 0 times 10? What? 69%? Why are the numbers so bad? Attack is 0 times 10. What does that mean? Like there's too much armor on her. Oh, it's the front evasion. Okay, well, she's utilized it now. She has 20 clocks. I wonder if I should use grenade. On the yellow square that refreshes cards, we'll run away from the grenade too if I throw it right. Boom! 120, nice. However, I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen. Oh, never mind, I still have 3 cards I can use, yes! Alright, we're almost through. Wait a second, reduces by 8. Can I just get another turn by playing this one? Reduces user's current cost by 8. Wait, okay, then it'll be 10 plus 4 will mean 6. So yeah, I think I should still get to steal her next turn from her. 2. In the turn adds 4 costs, so that should add me up to 8, which is 1 lower than her. Ha! Alright! Let's do this too. Attack 50 for 100%. That's good, right? Is this the final blow? No. Close though. And then we'll run away with the cool book and then use the Colonel card to get a fresh new hand at the end of our turn. Look, I'm getting it. I'm understanding. I'm understanding the game logic. Yeah. Replicated the Yada lock in NGS. Nade and FAMAS. Shoot nade. Shoot nade. I keep forgetting. Okay, so I guess the grenades make more sense if you shoot them. At which point, I'm kinda sort of, how far can I throw these grenades? 1, 2, 3. 3. Alright, we're gonna do something a little silly. We're gonna do something really mean. One, two, three. Okay, so she's gonna get up and she's gonna make a move. I think she is going to be able to run away from these grenades. It'll limit where she can go, though. I hope she just doesn't charge straight at me. Oh, is she immune? Yes, she was immune to that. Yay! Wait, no, it's fine if she rushes me, because I had a, mine ready to go. Okay, now I should roll some kind of chance of counterattack? Equipment destroyed, I guess not. Oh! Ho, 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 ho! Guess what we're gonna do to finish the boss fight? Yeah! Alright, it took 2 tries, but having a one-on-one is very useful for figuring out the math for the turn order thing. I see that it's very tricky to learn that kind of math in a Metal Gear Solid sneaking environment where there's a clockwork machine of guards walking around certain loops. Woo! That was fun. Now that I understand it, I want to replay some missions. I can't tell if I hate this game or not. Hey, it looks like you won. Did you have Pythagoras? Is that a disease? You'd better hurry, sir. Why did she say sir? Oh wait, so that was really Toliko and not a disguise? Chaff is still showing up. It's part of the atmosphere. The smoke clearing after the battle, you know? Stuff flying through the air seems appropriate after a battle. God, this looks like ass. Yeah, see how it's not blowing up? The screen is just filling up with decals. Making a version of the model where the little toy houses are blown up. It's just one other, it doesn't have, they don't have to animate the transition between the two. That's the kind of, difference between AAA and single A that I think we see with this game here. Oh, look at the little rotation they did. Hand over Pythagoras. Wait, this is is this the climax? They're like having a confrontation after a betrayal, and there was a boss fight. It was kind of silly though. It's kind of weird. Roger McCoy, Colonel McCoy. Why is she coming with us? Use you. This is the greatest cinematic experience I've ever seen on a handheld device. I think she has 2 personalities or something. He really was a colonel. Colonel McCoy. Roger McCoy is one of the most cheesy Japanese names of what they would assume a Western name sounds like. I unironically kind of love it. The 6 searchers. Greg, Arnold, Bob. Japanese gringo name. Fucking Bob. Okay, thank you. We get a recap. We found Fleming. Okay, hang on. We found Fleming. We were searching for Fleming because the Air Force One has been hijacked by terrorists. Okay. Air Force One has been hijacked by terrorists. Snake has to sneak inside a base to save the day. To save Air Force One, hijacked from terrorists. This is Bob. Emery got a hold of we found Fleming. So Fleming was a scientist who betrayed us. A scientist working on the top secret project Pythagoras. What did he say? Something like Crash Course also seems awfully insensitive for a situation involving a hijacked airplane. You're thinking of ColecoVision? TelecoVision. Okay, so why are we sneaking into a base if Air Force One has been hijacked by terrorists? Twitch chat. Someone in Twitch chat needs to refresh me because I'm enjoying this. This is enjoyable. Why is Solid Snake sneaking into a heavily fortified enemy fortress with cameras and stupid dumbass guards and claymore mines he has to crawl over, when the problem is that an airplane up in the air that you can't crawl on the ground to sneak inside is the problem. The problem is that Air Force One has been hijacked, and so we're doing Solid Snake stuff on the ground. Someone needs to refresh me because I'm gone. I'm lost. I cannot pick up the pieces at this point. And what I think Pythagoras had something to do with mind warping or mind reading or mind wiping. Some mind thing. Pythagoras was a secret weapon used to mind control people with mind wiping powers or something like that. Okay, guess. The terrorists have remote control stuff on the ground. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Seems like a reasonable guess. Oh, wait, oopsie. Okay, so let's roll with it. Because Snake's on a plane. We found Fleming and got a hold of Pythagoras. Okay, so Air Force One has been hijacked by terrorists. Not the president, but the presidential candidate of an upcoming election has been kidnapped on the hijacked Air Force One. I think we're sneaking to try and secure Pythagoras from the terrorist who wants to use the Air Force One as a bargaining chip to get Pythagoras. Okay, so the next question is Pythagoras. What is Pythagoras? I have memories of it being a shady secret project that they might not have explicitly defined, but I think the plot twist might be beaten around the bush to the point where it's going to be revealed later, at which point maybe I should stop asking. But it also feels like we should know by now. Like, we should definitely know what Pythagoras is for how deep into the story we are at this point. Okay, so a theorem. POTUS candidates usually get to write Air Force One. I think we're sneaking to try and secure Pythagoras from the terrorists. Right, okay, Pythagoras I think is mind control thing. Okay, we found Fleming and got a hold of Pythagoras. What he's saying is that Air Force One has been kidnapped by mind control terrorists, and there's some remote control terrorists at a base on the ground that Solid Snake can sneak into and screw stuff up. We found Fleming, who was a scientist working on the Pythagoras project, which is a mind control project. They were able to hijack Air Force One with mind control powers, and Pythagoras is the project that makes mind control powers. Yeah. I don't know if it's a person or thing, a program or something. I think it's a project, a secret project. There's scientists who work on it. There's secrets that terrorists keep secret. There's a base that has the secret files that you can sneak into and steal them or something. We found Fleming and got a hold of Pythagoras. Okay, we found a scientist a very, very hot scientist double-crossing us, who was working on a mind control project called Pythagoras. But an assassin known as Clown was disguised as you and managed to steal Pythagoras from us. Soon after, she went into that factory. Clown? She said she was going to see Fleming. Which means... bar. This is not improved by voice acting because listening to voice actors say this stuff would make it sound even stupider. She wants to see him before he activates Metal Gear. Right! Oh my god, we completely forgot and it was so obvious right in front of us all along. Pythagoras is Metal Gear. You know what? Why not both? Pythagoras is mind control Metal Gears. Robots that can control your mind and make you enjoy Brussels sprouts. It's a weapon to... The heck is far? Oh boy. But of course, whenever he hears these two words, Whenever Snake hears those two words, he has to feel the exclamation point flash above his head, and then he has to parrot them back with the question mark at the end. Activates Metal Gear. Snake, you've got to hurry. Head to Far with Teleco. There's a rope bridge to the north. I think it should get us to Far. I think it because the thing is, the grammar of a sentence like that, like, it might make more sense if you're writing it with acronyms with periods between. But when you say that out loud, you're gonna say something that sounds like a toddler speech. Like the grammar isn't quite complete yet. The grammatical processing center of the child's brain is not all finished baked in the oven yet, and so the character's voice actor is gonna sound like they're gonna say something like, "Let's go run away to Far." Let's go run away to Far. Let's go run away to Far. Something's not right. Far, Metal Gear? Snake? Okay. And now, like, the Rocky Horror Picture Show jump cuts to everyone's face saying everyone's name, question mark? Snake? Metal Gear? Roger? Teleco? Snake? Metal Gear? It's nothing. Maybe you should contact Charles. I wish she said Bob. I wish she said Bob. I'm cracking myself up over here. You gotta make your own enjoyment with this story. Falls into the anything strange in his actions or words category. What? No. Oh, Snake's just like, no. No. Oh my gosh, they're having a trust conversation. Yeah, this is weirdly climatic for how weak the story has been. Your destination is Far. Quick, call Greg. Wait, what face? Narrator, what the fuck is that? What face are you talking about? Is it mine? No, I'm down here in the darkness. I could probably a little more center in the frame. There we go. But Snake's face, everyone is drawn to look younger and hotter than they are in the regular Metal Gears, but I don't think anyone looks completely out of place. Alice, maybe? Narrator way, whose face? What the fuck is that face? 3D Snake there. It just doesn't look right. Okay, the 3D model, yeah. One thing that I think is so night and day compared to the real Metal Gears is how much fancier his facial rigging gets. I don't know, this might be a PSP thing. Peace Walker Snake seemed a bit unexpressive in the eyes, too. Going on a mission with you? Who? It's my son? Its power belongs to me. So, one of the things that's so annoying about this, oh my god, you can see the triangles under his chin. Look at the Kriegspiel block under his chin. Hang on, can I trace it out with the mouse? Where there's this rectangle here with an X going through it, you see? Top, right, bottom, left, X. X. So this seems like a Metal Gear story that was based on some of the worst kinds of feedback for Metal Gear story, which is the writer was trying to make it first of all long and slow paced. I don't really think there's anything interesting enough there to really make the time that pacing worth it. And secondly, is like overly complicated and convoluted and kind of silly and lighthearted, but also serious. Terrorists hijacking Air Force One with mind control magic doesn't seem serious enough for a Metal Gear story. The convolutions and complexities on the way there seem like they're happening just for complexity's sake and not like a reasonable, plausible thing you would expect the villains to try and pull. A reasonable, plausible trick you would expect the villains to try and pull in the fiction. Yeah, it's like they wanted to make a story that was long, convoluted, complicated, have people betraying each other, and the names are going to be a little silly. But it's also trying to be serious with how they're every now and then they're mentioning a politic, one or two politics gets brought up. Characters having trauma gets brought up, but we're trying to save Air Force One from mind control magic. And the underlying seriousness of the other Metal Gear games, I think, get a little darker and grislier than that, to the point where it's a bit a lot easier to take them seriously than this one. Anyways, I need to stop talking and... Snake has a dark personality in his head. This is totally a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Yami Snake far, huh? Bob is not all that away, and we are moving towards far to recover Pythagoras. So are you spoiling? I hope Bob is a boss. Oh yeah, and then there's like these characters, these like overly overdressed Japanese girl characters, Manette and Alice seem kind of out of place too. So this seems like another weird example, which isn't that weird in the grand scheme of things, of a Metal Gear game that seems... What was the ESRB rating on this? That seems like it was designed for a younger audience or a more female audience. ESRB Metal Gear Acid. It's rated M. Wow, yeah, Peace Walker was T. Portable Ops T. Metal Gear Acid. Portable Ops. But yeah, this, Portable Ops was rated M. This focus on female characters in pretty dresses or cool combat sexy dresses. There's like 3 major female characters at play here, and one of them is a secondary protagonist with almost as much abilities as the protagonist. Yeah, the like demographics are different, the vibe is different. Metal Gear games haven't typically shied away from wanting to be about younger or more female audiences before, so it's not necessarily out of place. The bomb is embedded in an insulated wall in the cargo room. Okay, so we gotta refresh too. There's Manette, the so President Santa Claus, Mr. Claus, presidential candidate Santa Claus is an Air Force One that got hijacked by mind control terrorists who use mind control gas and mind control magic to hijack the plane. Manette is communicating through mind control magic with Alice to find a bomb, I think, on the wall, then I'll never find it. So I've been going through this over like 4 weeks. Trying to spread the story out across 4 weeks is probably not good for it either. It's like Twin Peaks bomb. Just throwing words together at random. The game is doing it too. Real Metal Gear games never forget about Bob Snake, the one man who fought Solid Snake and won. So wait, does that mean that if you fight Solid Snake, if you fight Bob Snake and win, does the president award you the title of Bob Snake? Okay, they are psychic twins in the Air Force One looking for a bomb in the plane. Refresh me why the bomb is not guarded. Why they're okay with her searching around with the flashlight by herself. A bomb! Bob! Mind control terrorists wanted to prevent Santa Claus from running for president and permanently ruining Christmas worldwide. Okay. I think we have a plot synopsis. It's not a good one. But the plot of Metal Gear Acid is that mind control terrorists have hijacked Air Force One using mind control gas and mind control magic, and they've planted bombs. Now, in the Metal Gear Acid universe, tiny girls with dresses have mind control magic power. And there's a pair of evil dolls who are probably being controlled by a villain. It might be Manette. Manette might be a mind control villain who helped mind control Air Force One, because we have our mind control helper friend Alice here. Should be 14 chords bundled together. Okay. No, I'm skipping ahead of the game here. Mind control exists in the Metal Gear Acid universe. And the Metal Gear Acid universe is a non-canonical parallel continuity to the Metal Gear Solid continuity, where the Psycho Mantis stuff is more intense. The Psycho Mantis magic is more magical, it's more reliable, it's less magical and more reliable. Psycho Mantis type characters are more common here. Okay, any plot of a game in Japan. Oh, are you talking about how I described that little girls in dresses have mind control powers? Because that sure does seem to be a plot that keeps showing up in Japan. The ever-present Japanese plot of little girls in dresses with mind control powers has intersected with Metal Gear apparently in the Acid spin-offs. Okay. Point is, mind control exists. Mind control is scientifically plausible, provable, testable. There are characters whose jobs is mind control and mind control accessories. And in this universe, the government is working on a mind control superweapon that's been hijacked by terrorists, and they use it to hijack Air Force One as a bargaining chip to let the government to give them full access to the Pythagoras Project, which is the mind control metal. Yeah, unironic. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Maybe ironic. I might be being a little facetious here, a little facetious. The Pythagoras is a mind control Metal Gear, a Metal Gear with mind control magic. There's an all-terrain robot that can launch mind control magic from anywhere on planet Earth. And terrorists have hijacked that to hijack Air Force One with dolls and poison gas. And Snake is going to sneak into the base, a base in some kind of third world, and by third world I mean unaffiliated with East or West, because it's like high tech and they have money apparently. He's infiltrated into some kind of base unaffiliated with world superpowers. Wait, right, there was a bad guy who was like an anti-American imperialist, and everyone in Twitch chat was cheering for him, and even Snake was like, wait a second, isn't that fairly inoffensive? Okay, to summarize the plot of Metal Gear Acid, we need to save the day. Solid Snake needs to save the day from mind control magic Metal Gear, who is being manipulated by mind control magic little girls to kidnap Santa Claus, who is a presidential candidate, and he's held hostage on Air Force One, which is planted with bombs and hijacked by terrorists. There's some kind of remote control base that Snake's sneaking into, where he can maybe save Air Force One remotely using the remote control stuff, which might be the mind control magic. Ah! Alright, that's your plot synopsis. Oh, wait, no. While sneaking through the base on the ground, Snake finds Teleco, who might actually be... Oh, what was it? Swallowtail? Who might actually be Swallowtail, who has a secret past working against Colonel Roger. Also, Snake is getting brainwashed by the mind control magic, and he thinks he's what was the guy's name? I think it was David. I think they named the Snake alter ego David, which is good. David Schmader. The Snake is having these like brainwash panic attacks where he has an alter ego. Either the terrorists are trying to install him with an alter ego, or there's a plot twist where it turns out he was not Snake all along or something. Mind control Metal Gear is cooler than whatever Skullface was trying to do. Skullface was trying to do language control Metal Gear, which is kind of like a mind control Metal Gear, right? Starting to understand why it's called Acid. Right, that's the other thing, is that like nothing about Acid has shown up so far. Why did they call it Metal Gear Acid? What is acidic about this experience? I don't want to like think that it has anything to do with the drug thing, right? This is a game that was sold for kids. It was rated M, but the Metal Gear games are already for teenagers, and this one seems like it's designed for a slightly younger and maybe more effeminate teenager than the original ones. But yeah, the action is turn-based instead of real-time, and the game features heavily girls in dresses and the sexy girl sidekick. I Raiden was intended to appeal to to girl gamers, right? Action command dynamic? The real question is what isn't acidic about how all over the place this game is. But acid, like, I would expect something more corrosive. I would expect grungier aesthetics, more rust, more decay. I would expect things to be more psychedelic. As it stands, I don't think they're psychedelic so much as they're just kind of magically surrealistic. I almost would have expected this to be rated T. There were a few scenes of blood, but the combat is bloodless. And the language, it seems like it's milder than a real Metal Gear game. Like they're going out of their way not to curse and not to pretend sex doesn't exist. Which cord is the bombs? Cut the blue wire! Is this Yoji Shinkawa? I think they also had a different artist. You can tell because the characters have borders. They don't look like ghosts. But they do look similar, but Yoji Shinkawa's he like doesn't want to draw the lines around the character's actual silhouette. Yeah, they're not melting into the background like ghosts. The game is designed to have a lower pH and donate electrons to other substances. Guessing it might have been a localization decision. The localization is also a notch lower. Acid means active card intelligence duel. Oh, they're just trying to come up with whatever in the world they can make acid stand for. That's the kind of term that comes up after the word they wanted to spell out with cool letters. They wanted to call the game Metal Gear Acid from day zero and started coming up with things acid could stand for afterwards. Is it the drug thing then? Did they conceive of this game? Because it doesn't seem that wild. You know, when game design got formalized a few years after this came out, it was a standard university project in game designer course to make a board game version of your favorite game. Your favorite video game. A card-based version, a turn-based version. It doesn't seem that crazy to deconstruct Metal Gear gameplay to a turn-based system, a turn-based tactical. The cards get kind of wild. Having to play a body armor card to move 4 squares that costs 5 clocks is wild. But it's not exactly Cruelty Squad. We're not playing Hylix here. We're not playing a psychedelic indie game made by a sole indie developer on actual acid while making the game. So this is a far, far cry from where the name might have had you led to believe if you are primarily working on a hee-hee-ha drug thing. And I don't... It's gotta be more complicated than that, right? These two girls are mind-controlling the mind-controlled Metal Gear. I'm a girl gamer and I feel my wish to wear pretty clothes and pretty hairstyles is validated by the creators of the game. Still better than having slime madness, though. Maybe the acid plays into the use of substance to study ESP during the the Cold War. Yeah, Japanese devs don't typically make major narcotics references. So I would have thought. I do think there's something going on. Or maybe it's wordplay that makes more sense in Japanese. Like maybe in Japanese colloquialisms, the English loan word acid can refer to other things than what we're associating it with. Game is set in 2016. The Good War was cool. Cracking myself up tonight. Wow!
MGS 1-pack and MGS 2-pack have become mega hits. But we know your desires are unlimited. We're proud to announce our newest addition to our lineup. Yes, it's the Chronicle Pack. The Chronicle Pack
nice.
through the times of the historical Metal Gears and more. So what are you doing? Run to the card shop now.
Oh look, it's other Kojima games. That sounds fun. Holy cow! I thought it was at 150. It might have been 2. I don't remember what it was. Chronicle, we're going all big on that. 5.7. Ada Combat AI. Oh, is that from the NES game? An independent combat support unit that provides voice-based assistance to runners. Oh, this is a Snatcher thing. It is a thinking machine whose abilities are cut above other... Okay, so runner... Yeah, the blade... Right, formulate the optimum... Oh, that's awesome. It doesn't even have to be a Metal Gear thing. Okay, so... Marionette Owl. Oh, is this from Ghost Babel? Two Bonoraku puppets. Osan, Kohal. Fire Trooper. I want to say Metal Gear 2? Maybe not. Anti-armor use type. Okay, so that gives you a flamethrower weapon. Why am I having so much more fun with this pack than the others? Marionette Owl. Oh, we're out. The gacha for Dirty Duck. Holy moly, a Ghost Babel. Yeah, I rolled the slot machine lever real good on those Ghost Babel references. Okay. Oh my god. I hate editing the deck. I really wish they made this smoother. It's so hard for me to know what I'm sacrificing for what I'm gaining. I definitely want this Fire Trooper. Jennifer converts users added cost of damage. That sounds too complicated. Visual range ×2 in search mode. That sounds absolutely useless. Move cost set to 1 for 3 turns. Oh, that sounds awesome. Set to 1 for 3 turns. Move cost. Okay, now that sounds like it could not quite be what I expected to be. User's movement cost is set to 1. So does that mean that every card I consume to move around is only going to cost me 1? Because that does sound very awesome. That does sound very cool. Alright, now what do I want to sacrifice? That. The books I don't think have been really pulling their weight. The FAMAS is still useful. Mine detector. Yeah, so why even if there's no mines in the level, or if they can be intuited easily enough after you hit the first one, that's useless. Oh, rope bridge. That sounds like a great place to put mines, actually, come to think of it. UAV ciphers. There's no place to hide on the rope bridge. There's no down from here. Okay. Way too far. Back to the level select screen. Maybe I should have used that opportunity to replay. I don't know if they're in my deck or not, Colonel. I don't even think I can look around my deck right now, now that I'm in the mission. Save. Oops. Oh, now it's not playing climatic dramatic music anymore. I think it might be playing climatic dramatic music, just a different kind. Owl 825. I need to know how to look at what whether or not I have the keys equipped. Wait, we're not even halfway through the game? Are you serious? Okay, it's keys, door keys. Oh, I also have to pay attention to, Helico's deck. Oh, Teleco's gonna have the keys. Card level 1. Card level 1. What do they call it? An item? Card level 1. There is no card level 2. Oh, card level 2. Oh my god, she didn't have it equipped. Jeez. Oh god. Making a joke, I have no idea how far we are, but in MGS the part where you need the snipers usually halfway through the game. Okay. Okay, we'll set it up like that. I hope. I hope I have the keys. Because it doesn't give you a very satisfying sense of feedback. Right. Oh yeah, I've been here before. No guards? Really? Doesn't seem right. No guards, huh? No guards, huh? Just realized that, like, Solid Snake and Sonic the Hedgehog are not very different voices to do. They're very nasally and, masculine. Oh, now there's guards. Now there's guards! Now there's guards. Just as I thought, this place has tight security. I don't know. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oi! Oh, my headphones are getting snagged all over the place. Okay. I have my microphone flipped on my AI kernel shirt. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, am I Teleco or Snake right now? I'm Teleco. Ha! Two, three. I think we should hide for. I think Snake might be caught. Never mind, we're good. Hello, Enzo Chocobo. Why is Teleco on our side now? Was she possessed by Clown? Yep. Teleco was possessed by Clown, and that seems... What a sentence! That seems like one of the easier things to decipher. Plot. Okay, Teleco's costs are... diddle dunk. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, fire trooper, we got him. Boom, boom. No good movement cards. should get me in a tidy. Can I shoot him through the boxes? I don't know if I want to risk it. 1, 2, 3. Shoot. Shoot. And the snake will go. Okay, okay, we'll try doing something a little spicy here. These AK cards. Okay, I think she should be able to hit him from here. And I'll be able to fire on him twice. Maybe not. Maybe not. Dun dun dun. Take some. Should I have used the punch first? This is ridiculous. Yes, I should have just used the punch first. Alright, now we got Snake up next, so I'm not particularly worried about the trouble she just got in. Snake at least might be able to knock them down and buy us some time. I thought Snake was up next. Bum, bum. 6. The FAMAS just seems better. Oh, come on! When she's shooting her AK at point blank, the bullets are... Ah! This is ridiculous. Hey. Eddie, hold on. Ah! They're too spooked. Okay, move cost set to 1 for 3 turns. That sounds nice, but I also want to do... Oh. Whee! Yeah! Oh, his health is full. See, I'm learning. I've learned how to play video games. Okay, now, let me parse this out. User's movement cost is set to 1. Effect lasts for 3 turns. I think this means that once I play this card, all the other subsequent cards I play to move, there'll be 2 of them, will cost me only 1, meaning that I get my turn back very fast compared to the next 2 guards down the hall. Oh, that's a Zone of the Enders thing, not a Snatcher thing. 6, 3, what? 4. Okay, 8, 9. Alright, so it's counted as 1 on your little information card at the bottom of it. Forgot who I was controlling. I should probably have a better hand before throwing any grenades, guys. Yeah. I have a... Watch this. Alright, he dashed out and dashed into cover. Now he's gonna dash out again to blast this bad guy with a powerful weapon. What's the weapon gonna be? Yeah! Got him! Tango down. Dead. How very elegant. Now we need to take out this camera. Let's use stealth. I'm just trying to clear my hand. Hell yeah. I think that stun grenade's still active though. That stun grenade has taken its time. My grenade was not a dud, I was just misinterpreting the turn order stuff again. Yeah, this is another thing to get used to, is the guards have, like, no hearing. Oh boy, here we go. Now's the time for massive attack. Oh, I only have 2 cards this time. Oops. I don't think that did damage to him. Can I punch him again? No, I can't punch him a second time. Ah! I can't use the shotgun like that. Like, I know what you're thinking, Pinta Penguin, but you play that card by putting it in an equipment slot instead of actually shooting it. And then when you draw that card again, which means you need to have two of them, then you shoot it. So it's like, whether or not you can shoot the gun requires a bit of an element of luck of the draw. The grenades are also becoming useful as a way to force the enemies to retreat, more than actually doing damage to them. Uh-oh, I hope she doesn't get blown up by that grenade right next to her. Ooh. Wait, it got the guard, though. Okay, I guess grenades might not account for elevation. The exploding gadget cards seem more conducive to guns. Yeah, because you need to draw two of them. Like, this AK and this M4, I cannot use those right now. I have to move. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. No. Hello. Hello. Hello, Poopy PP69. No! I keep dropping my lapel mic. Okay, so Toliko has to run away. He cannot use the guns in her inventory. It's not even really in her inventory. That's not a good way to think about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She can move 9 squares. Maybe I should just... 3. now... Maybe I can live another turn or two in this room. Oh yeah, the melee too is also more useful than the gun cards. 3... I'm gonna melee him. I'm gonna run up to him and start punching him and stuff. And I'm gonna sacrifice the gun cards to do it. Just to hammer the point home further. These animations are so funny, though. Two of these spinning kicks are more useful than two of the gun cards. Oh, what did we just fade to black for? Again. Oh, huh. It's been a while since, OBS has done that. Since we flashed black and not getting a live feed playing properly anymore in OBS, but it seemed like we are in Twitch. You're back, your camera flashed. On my end, I'm not seeing camera feed at all, but it looks like stream's fine, so I'm not gonna put too much. Why are we still playing dramatic music? There's still a level 1 door on the lower level we have really looked. Game is frozen, face cam is normal. Oh boy. Okay, so let's make a save state. Just to be... Okay, now let's turn window capture. I want to wave my arms around. Are we seeing anything different in the screen? Have we gotten up to the second floor? Are we shooting a camera? Or is it back on both? Okay, game's fine now. Okay, neat. I'm gonna try fixing the webcam feed on mine too. Anyways, we're good. We're I don't want to use any of these cards to move. I think I remember a scary robot around here. Yeah, this guy. Maybe we should go back downstairs real quick after we blow up these robots and like kind of sort of pacify the second floor. Maybe we could go downstairs and see what's behind that. Look at the muzzle flash. Maybe we could go back downstairs and see what's behind that locked door. Still a camera down. We just got so lucky to draw that level 1 key card that I'd hate to waste it. Wait a second, there's still a door. Check out. Will be any in there. There's a gun camera, and absolutely. So let's take care of this one camera, and then start taking care of locked door. We might be needing to use up our cards to get a deck refresh to get our guns. When is Teleco going? Thank you. Let's just use all these cards for... Mike just got a deck reload, but Teleco didn't. Ugh. Hate to use all these rations. Most economic. Oh, right, he doesn't have the card. I just said he doesn't have the card, but my brain was thinking about the hand of cards at the bottom of the screen, and my own brain got kind of confused for a second about the thing he doesn't have. Because he sure does have cards, just not... Okay, I think she can buy it under the spot. What about Snake? How does Snake get in? Okay, we could use a grenade, but I'm feeling a little more discreet. Two people around. Let's one more finesse. Okay, and the door just closed on Snake's face. Okay, let's get Teleco back to open that door, and we're gonna make things a little more interesting, maybe a little more complicated than they need to be, but we're gonna make things interesting. Yeah! Okay, now we have to be a little careful. What in the hell? The FAMAS can hit this thing, but the AK can't? Now, how does this animation work? Oh, they go around each other. Okay. Is that a 3? Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's a 3! There are MGS3 packs in this game. I did not get spoiled, and I got... Yay. I feel neat. Grammar. Oh... Oh no, now Snake's locked inside. Hey, that actually worked. Came out the same year as Snake Eater. Yeah, 2004, right? It's one of the reasons why I was surprised. We're 5 weeks and 20 hours into this game and haven't had any mention of MGS3 yet. It would seem reasonable that with it coming out on the same year, they'd want to might not have had the whatever assets they'll use finished and ready. I'm struggling to say something that makes perfect sense. Okay, it would make sense that for the 2 release dates of both games to be so close to one another, the Metal Gear Solid 3 assets that they would use in reference for in reference to Metal Gear Solid 3 might still be a few months away from completion, and therefore the 2 games weren't too close to each other to feed off of each other like this. It would make sense for them not to include Metal Gear Solid 3 stuff. I am surprised and delighted to see that it's there. This is good. This is fine. I want a bunch of movement cards. Right, yeah, whether or not it has spoilers is like another interesting thing to think about with regards to how they would handle the release date closeness. Just grenade it from here. I think I need to do Teleka's deck over again. Sure, I fully understand her strengths and like I do Snake's. Ironically, one of Snake's weaknesses in this game is his guns. This version of Snake is better at CQC than guns. It's only the the doors that are locked up with something that has something inside of them. Not quite fully sure if I understand the headshot stuff either. One thing that I think my brain still has not quite grasped is, the subtraction of your cost number. I'm not gonna try to talk through. I just need to... Let's game it out. Uh-oh. Hey, we just started here. Oh no, another one? Oh, I didn't know they could see QC. That definitely changes things a little bit. No! Happens, it keeps happening. Oh. I guess in order to like prepare for that in the future, I should just always put guns in the first slot. Always. So if I see a gun that I have equipped and I like the gun, I'm gonna want to press my buttons twice. Imagine that. keep those double AKs. Level 2, level 2. There. Okay, so we're gonna keep level 2 equipped. We're gonna replace the level 1 card with the AK later. Now we're gonna move a little more distance between us and the robot, and also shrink our silhouette while firing. Front evade would be useful very next turn, and then I need to replace that with the gun cards, when I'm actually in control of her again. But, the grenade's not gonna get it. The front evade. I was hoping front evade would come into play here. But I guess the robot's gunfire is not something to particularly worry about. Neither is this. Yeah, who was worried about the boss's burst taking away 2/3 of my health bar? And this guy's burst is doing nothing? Neither is mine. Wow. I can do this again, I'll get another burst. Okay, God, I had a heart attack because I pressed the yes button twice. If you press the yes button twice in video games too much, it can be a bad thing. You know when you like see something that you really, really want, and your mind's dialogue, you think the word yes, yes, and you know your fingers tap out the command yes, yes, and that's in Metal Gear Acid. That's a bad thing. You want your gun to be on the second yes slot, so it's like you want to be like yes, right, yes. Ah, I dropped the controller while talking about the controls. And we'll do the FAMAS. Be able to play one more card to go upstairs. Or maybe we should throw a grenade at the spot where he died. That'll blast whoever might be coming in afterwards. Oh wait, we have no grenades. Boom, 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 boom. We can at least confuse the robot. Maybe she has a sliver of cover from that pillar, and that's reducing her damage so much. I feel like the robot should be doing more. Spin kick. Oh, let's give the robot the spin kick. I think this will actually kill it if it does normal damage like it does to humans. Why did it splat? Why did it make a wet splat noise? Oh, let's use the flamethrower on the security camera. Wait, yeah, security camera. Oh, come on. No. Is it a good game if you, like, think of something exciting and then you do it and it turns out to be really lame? I know it's, like, a good rule of game criticism advice to think that the game you're playing is probably good if you're having fun while losing, but I don't know if I'm having fun while seeing a cool idea and executing it, and the result is incredibly lame. And also, like, really situational and something you probably wouldn't have thought to... Dude, how do we get those guns behind there? Oh, those are the sniper rifles, aren't they? Okay, there's a security camera. I don't think I'm doing this perfectly, but I'm doing it good enough. Dun dun dun. Oh, chaff grenades will be useful. Yes. Yeah, let's give it the chaff. Actually, before we give it the chaff, put a mine on the staircase in case someone decides to come back upstairs in the event that we make a mistake. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. We've been here so long I completely forgot about the sniper rifles, right? Also, it looks like we might not even have to chaff grenade if we can the key to this. Forward. Forward. Yeah, we got it with splash damage. Bum bum bum. Wait, this might end the mission. Oh wait, we're gonna get spotted by the thing. Oh, no, we're not. We're fine. Chaff. I want to make sure the chaff is still active. While, you go in the door. What am I trying to... I want to end the turn and make sure that me and Teleco both have a cost of... Okay, so Teleco's up. He has to go around. I think that means she's gonna walk into a mine. Okay, so that actually means crawl. Look at me, I'm thinking. No mine. No mine. There's sniper rifles here too. Chaff grenade. Chaff grenade them. Hey! I need to load up a web page to see that because my OBS feed is not displaying a real-time preview of what's actually going on the stream. Thanks for the 20 bucks, Anonymous. Lolly lule low, bum 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 bum. Oh, they have little question marks. Okay, now the metal detector should also be disabled. Bum, bum. Oh, okay, we gotta get in front of the door. No, do I gotta get all 4 of these? I saw 4 of them. A PSG-1. Hope I can get Teleco out of there before the chaff wears off. Oh wait, he has a grenade. I learned a bit about how to predict the grenade timing. Is it always going to be a 5? So I need to think of it as a fuse. More than enough ammunition. Oh, okay, we still gotta get out. For a second I thought it was, a little disappointing having so much planning. Nope. Still gonna be using the chef. Something useful. Out. Hey, the chaff! This fucking game. This fucking game. It's this game. That's an electronic device. That's what chaff grenades are supposed to disable. There's supposed to be a mine in this guy's path. I never did pick up the mine in this guy's path. Hurry up and save Meryl. You won't be able to use the bin. See, that's the kind of attention to detail that this one does not have. Boom! If I punch him from here, he might hit another mine. Bad chance. He might. Ah! Oh, stinger. Maybe I'll get another combat card. Really? Yes! Oh, this poor guy. Snake, be real careful. You got a friendly on the other side of that. MGS 1 and 2 had the same problem. Chaff never disables IR sensors. Wait, so maybe that's an intentional game design rule and not stupid, goofy butt shit? I don't want to hit him with the flamethrower. Need to be 2 squares. Point of arrival. Need to go up by 1. Might actually need to. I also really hope you can use that thing while. I guess I'll find out later. Whether or not I should have been standing or crouching. Find out later whether or not I should have been crouching. Alright, now we give him the flamethrower. Oh! Yeah! We should play a little pixel art animation of the Metal Gear flamethrower guy. Like how they play little FMV animations of the other characters. Flamethrower guy doesn't get the same love, huh? Oh. I guess we're good to go. We cleared out all the optional rooms. Wait, no, we're not. We're going to get that extra sniper rifle, whether or not the game's tutorial people tell us to. Too bad we wouldn't get a proper flamethrower guy until MGS3. Yeah, well, but the flamethrower guy, he's such a good flamethrower guy, I'm not even mad about having to wait. Oh wait, this is the wrong person to be in front of this bar. Gotta make sure the last card in my hand I play is that diarrhea card. This. Oh no! Look, 0135. I need to give her a deck refresh. Snake I don't actually think needs it. Yeah, this system is so weird. Like, I feel like I get it, but do I? I don't know if I get it. You know what? It's full of weapons. Bad thing to have. Oh, deck reload. Okay, card 1. Nope. End turn. End turn. Snake's hand is really good. Teleco's hand, really not. Vulcan Raven not having a flamethrower seems like a... Yeah, well, he has a Vulcan cannon. Close enough. Fits. It also seems so weird that having a keycard equipped comes at so much opportunity cost for weapon. Like, keeping entry keycard pocket takes up as much space as guns and stuff. There we go. Wait, two. I don't think there's any hazards inside. Nope. Bunch of goodies. Thank God the mission didn't end. Other ones, I never would have gotten this. Flamethrower Raven doesn't roll off the... It wouldn't be flamethrower. It would be like... I don't know, I was trying to think of like a word that describes something really, really hot, and my brain came up with Kelvin. And I don't think Kelvin Raven really sells it either. Or if we're doing emotions, like the boss, Metal Gear Solid 3, the Kelvin doesn't really sound very cool either. You don't need to change his name at all. Howitzer Harry? I really need to change her deck. Her cards cost so much. This is not money. This is not money that they cost. They cost something. It's not really time either because of the turn-based game stuff going on. What do they cost? What is the word that's not on the screen? That's the cost, the term. It's an incomplete sentence to say that something just costs cost. Kelvin Crane. I wanted to keep those weapons just in case she'll need them, but she probably won't. Finally, we can move 3 steps forward. Alright, is there gonna be any bad guys on the way out of here? Don't see any, but it's not gonna be that easy. Boss or something. Oh, we're gonna have to crawl under that thing. Bump, bump, bump. Oh, don't you. Dun, dun, dun. I liked the harmony of the menu clicks with that one. I think I'm having fun playing Metal Gear Acid for the first time. I hate that it took... I'm in the groove of things now. It's not a George game. But I think I may have finally learned how to appreciate it. Oh god, this is a level 1 door, isn't it? Can't see. Good God! Okay, level 1, there we go. I can see. Not a George. I have to reshuffle through the whole deck. Get to, level 1 card. The literal level 1 key card. Thinking through the stuff this game wants me to do is frustrating. Oh, I can't play 2 cards in the card. I have to. I can just deck reload. Nope. This should be played portably. I should be making a casserole while doing this. This is the kind of gameplay that non-portable games just don't have. If you ever play Pokemon on an emulator, find yourself just mashing A over and over again and a whole lot really happening. That's because when you're playing the game portably, you're probably gonna get distracted by... There we go, now we got the level 1 card. Gotta skip a bunch of turns before we can... Big meat wad from Aqua. Oh my god! He needs to be in front of the door for it to open for... He's still gonna have to wait a sweet minute for her to get her turn. So... 9... It could not have possibly been very popular with the gamers for this movement system to be recorded. I get it. I'm capable of appreciating it, and I'm capable of having fun playing Metal Gear Acid, but my god. My absolute god. Okay, I forgot who I had selected. Second there. Now I just gotta burn through these turns till... Get her to be in front of the door again. I like, oh, she just got slid out of the way for him to make his way through. We're just blasting forward with Snake here. No caution. Now Snake's got 13 clocks to punch. Now he has only 5 clocks to punch. He burned through 8 clocks really fast. But yeah, I cannot imagine it being very popular, the reality of how long it takes to move just a few steps through an empty area, no enemies, and one door that required a key card. That was like 10 to 11 minutes of gameplay. Is walking down empty corridors and shuffling the deck until you get the keycard key. I am capable of having fun with this, but this is fucking ridiculous. This game's fucked up. This is just fuck. Oh my god, I have to wait for her to punch the clock 11 times before we can walk out of here. I want to edit her deck. I want her deck to be cheaper. Seems to be at a big mobility disadvantage, I guess is what you'd call it. Grannon! Sets user's current cost of... Wait, I want that? Cannot be applied to... In what kind of situation would I want to set my current cost of... Okay, thanks. Right, how is this gonna work? 90% hit chance. Damage. Cannot react with. decreases it in blocks. That is a big range. This is awesome. Wow. Look at her pose. Look at her pose. Her like action figure ass Lego person pose. Ugh. Buddy, his name is official now. Right, like I want to roll my eyes and be like, what are they talking about? But Snake doesn't know either. Room's getting a little chilly, a little cold. I got the AC blasting. It's a hot summer day. I'm gonna turn it off. It's nighttime now. It's too cold for AC now. Hans Davis, right. For some reason, I thought his name was David. It's Davis. Hans Davis. Not Hans David, Hans Davis. I'm gonna pee, I'll be right back. He's just. I love his name though. Roger is a great name for a Metal Gear Solid kernel codec microphone walkie-talkie buddy. I think the weirdest thing about him is the business suit. Like he's not wearing a uniform with the beret. Snake never called Campbell Roy. It's always Colonel or Campbell, but this guy's just Roger. It's fine though. It's wordplay. It's like walkie-talkie. Roger. Metal Gear really exists. It can hurt you. It's in this room with you right now, Snake. Head for the suspension bridge. Right, we're gonna snipe drones. There's quadcopters. Roger. Okay, deck editor. Wait, no. Hard shop. Cool. Chris Jenner. Isn't that a YouTuber or something? Prevents user from knocking down. Prevents user from knocking down at a cost of damage. Right, that's her quote, right. Metal Gear Mark II. This is from Snatcher. Harry Ben. What is this? Have to see. That from Metal Gear certainly didn't use the graphic. What? Destroys equipment, makes target bleed. Oh, is this from the boss that the Solid? Are they named Republican and Democrat? Minshu Kyowa. The blades held by Solid as Snake. Wait, no, hang on. Kris Jenner, and I hate that I know this is the mom of the Kardashians. This is a retcon. They didn't. There's a contradiction in the lore Bible here. Minshu / Kyawa. What in the world are they talking about? Minshu Kyawa. Minshu Kyowa. Alright, nothing else is coming up on Google when I type them in. Minshu Kyowa Metal Gear. It'll bring us to the Metal Gear Acid wiki, where it'll include this description from the game ripped into the wiki, but those swords were not called Minshu and Kyowa. Is that what they were called in the Japanese version? I would have thought they would have used the same, like how Minshu Kyowa. I think these are just really common nonsense Japanese words that don't have to mean anything. Solidus's swords are totally called. It's absolutely hilarious. His swords, he gave them a name. Some codec call here. Wait, what? According to Hideo Kojima in an interview with OMI, there was supposed to be a codec call that explained the origin behind the two swords Solidus used during the final battle, but it got cut due to various rewrites that were recurring. Specifically, the swords were crafted by Hittites from a meteor and implied a third sword existed. Minshu is Democrat, Kyowa is Republican. Democrat and Republican Japanese. Wow, how did they get that from translation? You would have thought it would just be like Democrato. Minshu, okay. Kyowa. Minshu Kyowa. Democrat. Republican. Kyowa Party is a political party in Japan founded by former Prime Minister. It was... Okay, there was a political party named the Kyowa Party, formed in 2020. They have their own versions of political parties. Right, but you wouldn't assume that they would use their own version for... Okay, I thought there was a codec call in Metal Gear Solid 2 that specifically does say that the swords are called Republican and Democrat. So wait a second, were they always given Japanese names? In terms of small arms, Solidus uses a P90 submachine gun and also used a Daisho katana and wakizashi set. The Minshuto and Kiwata, Democrat and Republican high-frequency blades. So Minshuto, Democratic Party of Japan. Okay. Oh no! I see now. It's gone. Wait, are they actually? No, this might be a good thing. In April 1999, the previous PPSSPP from New Frontier to create a new party which retained the DP. In 2003, the party was run by the Liberal Party of Ichijiro Ozoda in the 2009 election. Blah blah blah. Okay, so he's an American president, but his swords are named after the Japanese equivalent of the Democratic and Republican parties, which aren't quite the same thing and have very, very different names and do not function the same thing in practice. But had I believed this whole time that the swords were called Democrat and Republican in English in the canon, but I guess in the canon they're called Minshuto and Kiawato. Republican means cooperative, democracy means popular sovereignty. I guess the idea is supposedly that one of them is the progressive and one of them is the conservative. But as I understand it, the de facto political reality of Japan really is closer to like a one-party system with a various flavor of opposition party that gets swapped in and out every few years, which is why I think it would explain why the Democrat Party technically doesn't Kiowa. Oh no. The Kiowa Party is a political party. It's still there. The Minshuto apparently reformed or something in 2020 around then. So one of these words that they're using is kind of outdated. Yeah, this is wild. I think it's so much more funny. It's almost a little deflationary to hear that the swords in the Japanese video game, the Japanese swords in the Japanese video game, wielded by an American president, as two swords being wielded by the same asshole. The fact that they were called Democratic and Republican, like, that was funny. That was always a really, really funny piece of Metal Gear Solid lore that they don't shove directly in your face. I thought it was some codec conversation, but it might be more obscure than that. But it fits the mood, it fits the theme, it fits the mood and theme of Metal Gear Solid being Occidentalism, right? Like exaggerating Westernisms. If the swords are called the Minshu and Kiowa, if they're the Japanese names of the Japanese equivalents, then that means that something got translated very liberally to make maybe a funnier joke than the original. Because, I mean, villain in a Japanese video game, sure, he's an American guy playing a very American role. His villainy is American flavored, but he's got Japanisms going on throughout his character design. Sure, he wields a katana and a wakizashi. And, but having those swords be named in the canon at some point after American political parties with the American English terminology, no less, which means that if you were playing the Japanese games, they would call them Democrato or something like that. That sounds like that would be funnier. Like, knowing that they have Japanese-sounding names makes it less funny. Alright, anyways, we were gonna... This is my one more chronicle back. Yeah, Gillian Seed. Okay, I guess I need to play, Snatcher. I need to play Snatcher on Metal Gear Monday. It's might as well be part of the Metal Gear universe. I also need to edit my deck. I need to edit Teleco's deck. Snake's deck is fine. The C4 is purely situational, not something I want to bring with me on most of these missions. Neither are the cards. Okay, we're gonna bring sniper rifles with us next mission. And maybe I should be changing up Snake's deck too. PSG1. Let's make that frequent draw. Okay, and that's all she has for now. Oh, the stingers might come in handy here. The chaff grenades might come in handy here. So if it's an equip type weapon I want to equip, make sure I bring at least 2 of them. Is this an equip? No. Alright, so one thing I've never really understood is if you play an equip type weapon card and it goes into your little equip box, does that card go in a discard pile? Like, how useful is it to take only one of these? Because it really does seem like you need 2 to do anything useful. R5. I wanna see what these look like in 3D. I'll take only one. It's worth the sacrifice. What's with the capitalization on the 5.7? I want to see what it looks like in 3D. Oh, that sounds useful. That kind of sounds like what I was assuming the headshots stuff was about. Oh, that sounds useful. It still sounds... Oh, it's cheap. Arranges cards in hand by type? How is that useful? Oh, that sounds awesome. Sounds good for sniping, but I don't know. We have no support. Not quite sure I really appreciate the support cards. Oh, the company that makes 5.7 is named FN. Well, that explains that. Items, support. Okay, right. Like, is this stuff... the cost -4, actually, for Teleco specifically. Cost -8. Yeah, let's bring one of those. Items ×3, characters ×9, action ×4. So we've loaded her up with weapons and movement. Not so much items support. Man, I don't know how to judge this stuff. What were the new cards? That I was excited about. Since user from fucking... That doesn't sound very useful, unless I'm running into a minefield or something. Reaction, 100 equip, rear evade. Evade attacks from... sniper rifle, that's right, that's what I wanted. Weapon. Oh, here it is, okay. Snake doesn't get any. Sniper rifles are for girls, okay. What can I get rid of? Anything here useless? I never really use the evade stuff that much. Or the box these days. Yeah. It's because you're not really supposed to do stealth game stuff in it. You're supposed to, like, John Wick your way in and out of these levels by using the turn-based tactic stuff to make sure that your characters are like positioned in the right place at the right time. Yeah, it seems more about ambushing than sneaking up on people and breaking their necks from behind. I don't know if I'll play through the next level, but I'll... Rope bridge. Okay, wait, yeah, I got about 15 minutes. How bad can it be? Oh, we have to take them all out at once? How is that gonna work? There's 4 of us and 2 of them. Five of them and 2 of us. On in danger mode. Okay, let's make. Okay, we need the sniper rifle. Half grenades, I'm guessing. I am ashamed to admit how surprised I am that they have turns. I thought they were just going to be a shooting gallery. So, what's their vision range look like? Would be nice to know right now. So they're scanning the bridge? What about these guys? What's that exclamation point is supposed to mean? What did she mean by saying that we have to take them all out at once? I'm pressing the fast forward button. I'm doing what I can. Boom boom. Boom boom ba ba da ba ba boom boom. Boom boom ba ba da ba ba boom boom. Boom boom ba ba da ba ba boom boom. I like it. Got a beat. Okay, that chaff grenade sure does sound like exactly the kind of thing you would want right now, right? You're right, the super important PSG one that I'm totally using. I'm waiting to get it. I know it's not automatic, it requires a bit of bureaucracy. Maybe I should just get as close to the cliff edge as possible so when I get my gun cards have good accuracy, I hope. Uh-oh, getting close. Now what? Literally, now what? Man, I don't fucking know. Okay, stand. It's gonna be a while before we get her shooting. Hey, where did you guys come from? I think they're on the other side of the grid. Oh, that's not great, but it'll help. We'll at least get some help. I thought it was going to be the Stinger at first, but it's the Nikita, which is fine too. Oh. What happened? I don't... Okay, I think the drone shot the Nikita missile, but whether or not the drone should be functional with this chafe in the air is why I am questioning that so very hard. Oh, the chafe exploded the Nikita missile. That's what. Okay. Oh god, Snake's at half health already. Jesus Christ. %3 hit chance. That's not... What do I do about the burning? How do I heal? Oh, thank God we have the sniper rifle now. No, it's an equip, of course. I always just interpret it as Raiden's suppressed talents for wielding blades drifting back to the surface as he remembers his history, but there's no real last I remember. This game sucks. Yeah, well, everyone loves it so much. Oh, that just got rid of her cards, didn't it? Okay, we still at least have stuff equipped. No target. No target! Jesus. Oh, thank God we get a ration at least. The burning is still going on. There's no, like, roll. I've dropped, I've stopped, and now I need to roll. Use... Wait, I think that was... No, that... But it added 14 clocks. Ugh! How the hell do people wrap their minds around this system? Like, I have moments of clarity more than I have the climbing of a learning curve. Okay. Okay. 85, 85, 90, 90, 73, 90. She's gonna shoot twice. Let's start with the drone. What? Did that hit or not? Huh? What? Okay. Clocks of 3. When I throw the grenade, it's gonna have a clock of 3. 1, 2, 3. The guy walking in front, I think he should get caught in the blast unless he retreats. Yeah, you know what? We might as well use that. We need to. I can't tell. I think those shots missed. Yeah. I hate this. Alright, so when I shot the gun at the robot, at first I thought both my shots missed. But then, like, 30 frames after the impact animation, which didn't look like anything, it then exploded, so it was actually fine. So, like, by the heat, the frame-by-frame emotional roller coaster that I was getting sent on was just painful. Now, grenade should explode on this guy who's going on the 8th turn. Well, the grenade's going on the 4th turn. Oh, someone else is going on the 4th turn. Man, look at this. Look at how bad this is. That did nothing! I need to heal before doing anything else. Before getting up and moving. Which I guess is gonna mean playing the diarrhea card and hoping that I get a heal card. If I don't get a heal card, what do? Do I get up and run away? Do I hide behind Teleco? I could play 2 cards and maybe hide behind Teleco. No, I can't. 1, 2, stand. 1, 2, 3. I could hide behind Teleco, but I'll continue taking burn damage. Like, the optimal strategy here, I hate it. I hate this so much. The optimal strategy here is to use the diarrhea card to get rid of all my weapons and grenades, think I had a mine, not a grenade. Oh, look, there's no... Okay, there is a heal. Not a great one. Why am I doing this? I shouldn't have even shot that grenade. I should have used those bullets for something else. What did she mean by shoot them all at once? That was not part of the mission I was... God. Like, you can't do that in a turn-based game. We can't count down to 3 and shoot at the same time. Can I please get some... If not extra detail, then at least some fucking... consistency. Oh my god, he takes burn damage if he gets too close to me. Fast forward. Don't give up, George. We need you to save some guy who isn't even necessarily going to become president from Ronald McDonald and his mathematical goons. Bad localization. Stinger! I'm gonna have to play a card to get up. Bam, bam. Might be nice. Oh, come on! Can you give me a preview or something? Like, tell me if I walk into this square, I'm gonna start burning up? I am extremely confused. Everything that happens, nothing that I expect to happen happens. And this has been going on for like 30 hours of this game. I have played this thing for 30-something hours, and I can't tell if I get it or not. I must not get it. I must not be getting it. Look, Snake is fainted on the ground, burning up. And he's taking those bullets like a champ. They're made out of rubber or something, but... He's fainted, he's on fire. Oh, look, he just got healed by Naomi's nanomachines. He's fine. I'm so scared for Snake, but he's fine. Ah! And you don't get turned. Like, how do I... Oh, what do I do? I can't do anything. I'm just gonna watch me lose in slow motion. Oh, never mind. Snake's getting healed by Naomi's nanomachines. He's fine. No, Snake's not fine. There's nothing I could do. Oh, wait, no, Teleco's still alive. There's still hope. Jesus Christ. That was the stupidest way to kill a guard that I have ever seen in any of these games. I wonder if I could punch him to death. I don't think I can punch him to death. Why did people love this game again? Because they didn't know better. It was a launch title. It was 2004. It was one of the very first games ever on the PSP. Oh, look, another guy came in. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Teleco's alive. No! God! I'm done. I'm fucking done. We got a save state. We can pick it up next week. I am not in the mood for this. This shit sucks. This shit sucks. Jesus Christ. People are gonna want me to play Portable Ops 2. It's not... This isn't... You don't... I shouldn't have to... I did... But... Or are you still playing this game? Because I thought I was having fun for a second. I thought I was having fun. I wasn't. Maybe I was. Was I not? No. This shit just sucks. I can't believe you guys are gonna make me... I don't... It's not worth the time. But the sunk cost is in. Like, I don't know. Are you guys gonna... Am I gonna be expected to make a video out of this? I don't I can't tell if I hate it or not. I definitely don't like it, but whether or not I hate it is not interesting, right? Like, what is interesting about this? Is this culture? Am I engaging with culture with my time? This is the saddest George has sounded on my sad street. I don't know. When the concept began, I think I was really in my. But yeah, this is not the first. I don't want to call it bad too because it's so ambitious and there was a lot of hard work put into it. But like, this is not the first mediocre Metal Gear Solid spinoff we've played. There was Metal Gear Solid Mobile, but that was only like 4 hours long, and it didn't ask more time. This is just asking so much time. This is the shit that has made me like fall out of love with video game culture. Okay, and by this, I mean feeling compelled to play games as part of like a long-running series that you're into or part of a franchise that you're into, and they're not good, and they take like 30 to 40 goddamn hours, and they might like help you appreciate the thing that you like so much. Like, I like Metal Gear Solid. I like Kojima games. This is neither. This has some branding, some intellectual property, but it otherwise, I'm guessing, is a game that in a more equitable economic system, it would have been its own intellectual IP. It would have had a couple more months to bake in the oven. Being its own IP means I never would have really been that interested in it in the first place. If there was, in a perfect world, if there was an enjoyable turn-based tactical demake of Metal Gear Solid, I don't think it would be trying so hard to be a card game that also follows some pretty different logic. Like, the lack of stealth going on, I think, has me suspecting that at some point in development, this was never meant to be a Metal Gear game. Like, maybe some other franchise, or if it was its original IP, it doesn't seem like it fits a franchise that is so dedicated to nuance in the action, restraint, sneaking through places, criticizing the player for killing bad guys, for example. Thus, getting the player thinking about less lethal ways to save the day through a violent action movie situation. There seems to be a big lack of stealth. And Metal Gear Solid is a quintessential stealth game. I think this was originally conceived as something else. That there was an idea for a tactical, maybe spy-based, espionage-based, or modern war combat-based, tactical card-based action game that got changed into Metal Gear at some point. I wish there were 10 times as many weird licensed spin-off games. I guess, but do I gotta actually play through all this shit? This is not a good use of time. This is not a good use for a grown-ass adult who has like taxes and bills and stuff. And this is the shit that really gets me thinking about the amount of time in my life I have spent playing mediocre games that have something to do with something else. I feel the tactical gameplay would have been a lot more fun if they ditched the lame trading card. There's a lot of work. They might even should have just gone back to the drawing board here. Acid 2 is the one of these that the fans actually really like and tell you to play. They tell you that Acid 1 is good too, but no one actually tells you to play it. And then when you go back and play it, people talk about the fans, the super fans who recommend this shit. Then talk about how, oh, they don't remember it being this bad. Huh. Oh, man. Oh, Solid Snake from the Metal. Should I play Subspace Emissary on next week's Metal Gear Monday? I think I have the emulator ready to go. I don't think it's difficult to emulate either. Might be a good, happy, cheerful, wholesome time. One thing I would like to do is play through the Metal Gear Solid series in hard mode, the hardest mode possible, for purposes of of appreciation and immersion and not going through a spin-off. I kind of want to play Penguin Adventure. Should we play Penguin Adventure next Metal Gear Monday? Often just yeah, I think I'll be able to emulate Subspace Emissary. I don't think I want to do Acid next week. But the thing is that like I'm invested now. I feel like oh, there's a worm in me that wants to keep playing, and I hate this shit. I am now realizing after talking it out loud that there is an extremely frustrating amount of cognitive dissonance going on, and it is the temptation to waste my time. A penguin, sure. Right. So when being a gamer and going through your life playing games, a very tough thing to confront is how much time they fucking take. Um, and being able to talk as if I know anything about Metal Gear would probably require at some point playing the spin-offs, which means hitting the Metal Gear Acid games at some point. And I can't, I'm fucking through. It takes so much time, so much ridiculous goddamn time to play a long, fully completed video game made to A quality, triple A, double A, whatever kind of A's you're gonna be. If this was a weird indie game, it would have been 4 to 6 hours long. But since it's a overproduced Metal Gear PSP launch title, it's got to be a lot longer. If this was a weird indie game, there might also be a lot less going on, a lot less lame cards that you just throw away and never use. If this was a weird indie game, it would be better. If this was a weird indie game, less of the budget would have had to go to graphics and marketing and make characters look cool. Stupid ass story that no one ever hears about. Why did I spend so much time in it? All that. Honestly, I'd look up a guy that gives deck recommendations for each mission if you're that determined. Right, like there is some determination to finish in there, but when I think about it further and especially talk about it out loud, that determination or that I don't know, it's not curiosity, a drive maybe, obsession, because I don't want to be feeling it, but I'm feeling it anyway. It's an investment, sunk cost fallacy. I've put so many hours into this game. I also feel like I'd be a lot better at it and a lot faster if I wasn't narrating on stream and trying to think about what to say at the same time as I think about my strategy moves. Maybe being able to wrap my head around the convoluted strategy logic would have been easier under that kind of condition. If I was not talking to anyone in the privacy of my own home for my own pleasure, on a portable device too, that's important. This would have been a lot more tolerable on a portable device. I feel like I'm being driven crazy here by how much I'm expected to sit and watch animations and press the fast forward button, and also with how much I'm expected to just press A on a controller and nothing else interesting. And then the moments where I get in a groove and start pressing A, I'll end up pressing A on the wrong thing. And this is like a UX UI thing that the game developers could have fixed with more time in the oven. But when I shoot the wrong gun, or when I crawl when I want to crouch, or when I crouch when I want to stand. I said that the wrong way, but when I want to do something, there seems to be a very good sense of UI design in there. The satisfying whoop menu noises of a good Metal Gear gamer there, and there's a tactile feeling of satisfaction that's it gives some kind of gratifying game feel fun to the caveman part of my psyche when I'm clicking through menus. The menus are satisfying to click through, but if you click too fast, you can really fuck yourself. And after 30 hours of playing, I never managed to comfortably click through the menus fast. There's problems. There's like problems. There were spots you had quote unquote fun, but they were outweighed by the mad. There were spots when I had quote unquote fun, but I feel like part of the fun of this game, the quote unquote fun, is recognizing and acknowledging how weird the game logic is and like laughing at the result working anyway. But part of that fun and necessary part is having a plan in the back of your mind that comes to fruition. There might be a wrench thrown into it. There might be some laughable goofs when the Three Stooges comedy routine ends up with guards smacking into each other and dominoing downstairs, right? That's fun in quotation marks. That's it still feels like there's a disconnect between what I want to happen and what ends up happening though. Like the fun is laughing at the system. Part of the fun is laughing at how convoluted and ridiculous how weird the math is to calculate. Okay, I'm gonna try to think about some fun I was having. The mission, up until I actually had to leave the building, I think I was having fun busting through the building, blowing up robots, killing guards, throwing grenades around corners to make huge explosions happen. There was no stealth there though. If you replayed that turn-based thing into real time, it would look like Snake and Teleco are Ramboing that building. Like they busted in there, and killed things with grenades and claymores more than they did silent sniper rifles from a long distance, right? But there was a fun. There was fun had, and yet the fun required. The fun didn't require. The fun was associated with. Yes, the fun was jarringly associated with how weird, with how out of place, inappropriate the strategy is, how out of character and off-brand the strategy was, and also how restrictive and convoluted the game logic is that made that strategy happen. When the fun is happening, I'm having fun because I'm giggling at the clever tricks that I'm pulling that would usually get me a turn before the guards. Which means paying attention to some math that is absolutely not realistic and makes no sense, and absurdity is the name of the day. So when I'm having fun, I'm using cost-cutting cards. You know, the little clock with the minus part that makes your cost go down. I guess if you close your eyes and imagine a mind's eye visualization of what this turn-based action would look like in real time, when playing cards like that, your characters just speed up. Like the fast forward button gets turned on for them, but not for everyone else. And there's nothing in their inventory, like on their person, in their equipment, in their bag, in their pockets, that should be making them go faster. And when you play that card, that -4 to cost card, -8 to cost card, it's not associated with some kind of realistic activity. Like the closest metaphor I can think of is adrenaline. So your character is either getting some self-induced adrenaline boost from sheer pure instinct of the combat situation, or they're popping a pill and taking drugs or something. But the description in the window doesn't say anything like that. If I'm also having fun, that means I'm also counting out, I'm getting real specific about the math of the cost value of the cards that I'm using. Right, okay, like, I have talked so much about how I do not understand what cost value is supposed to represent. It's associated with time, but the logic that it gets consumed and produced with is so unlike how real life time passes that there's a disconnect there. It's so abstract. I need to stop talking. I need to go do work. I've been talking to a quiet screen for maybe almost 20 minutes now. There were spots where I had fun, but they were outweighed by the mad. And trying to explain why I was having fun for those brief moments is hitting me as a much more interesting question than whether or not this is a good game is a very tough question. It's not good for me. There might be some people out there who are very different people than I who might have fun with it. And the fact that those people exist means that I don't feel comfortable asking about whether this is a good game. And that discomfort makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, this is a real conundrum. Maybe that's part of the frustration. Is it like, how would I review this? I don't like it. In fact, I kind of hate it. But it's not objectively bad. And trying to describe why I actually hate it is going to make me sound like I have an intolerance for a certain genre or a profound lack of experience for a certain genre. I don't think I do. I like turn-based tactical games. I can't think of turn-based tactical card games I've gotten into. before, but I've played stuff close enough to this to be able to judge it. But it's so weird that, like, I feel like there's probably some other games like this that are obscure and Japanese, and maybe if you're into those games, you might like this, and this game might have been made for you, but I don't think this game really fits for Metal Gear fans. I'm sure Metal Gear fans would appreciate a tactical turn-based deconstruction. But then again, everything that I'm saying is furthermore rendered moot by the sequel. Apparently the sequel does a fine job of this. You'd have more fun just playing any other indie card battle or similar goofy. Anyone here play John Wick Hex? I heard some kind of disappointing things about John Wick Hex. I bring it up because I guess there seems to be something similar about controlling a single character through a fast-paced action gun shooter situation through a slow-paced turn-based system. Fights in tight spaces does it well. XCOM does it well. Everyone loves XCOM. Everyone hates XCOM. I never played them, but the Jagged Alliance games, the classic Fallout games are good. Ah! Ah!